Hank Mobley's playing is just a great place to go for stellar and accurate jazz vocabulary. I want it in my mind. It's so swinging. I want to show you something really cool I just found in a Hank Mobley solo that's not from this classic record, Soul Station, although there's so much on here. We're going over this in my studio right now, but this is from a different album, which I lost the CD for. It's called Roll Call, and it's, I believe, from 1957. Art Blakey on drums, Paul Chambers on bass, Freddie Hubbard on trumpet, Wynton Kelly on piano. It's a stellar band. Hank Mobley made so many great records around this time period, late 50s, early 60s. I think Soul Station was 1960. This one in particular, I heard this track the other day on the radio, and the first thing I thought of was like, that's Blakey. It's got to be Blakey. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. I could tell by the sound of his snare. Okay, that's not necessarily what this video is about. I wanted to just share a moment. This is the tail end of Mobley's solo. It's a great solo. I'm actually going to show you some things I don't like about it as well. So yes, that's true. But the first thing I want to show you is a really cool part right at the end of the solo. And this has to do with one of my favorite techniques. Yes, it's transcribing, whatever, like learning a solo by ear, but it's actually just finding a moment and finding inspiration from a moment and then taking that, tackling that, doing your own work with it. Not like writing down the whole solo, but I often would write down little bits and bobs. Hey, it's my name. Tidbits of things that I got from an idea from something, just a little something. And then I want to spin it around in my own head. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So here at the end of this solo, this is on Take Your Pick from Roll Call. Just let's listen to the end. Okay, so I know it's at the end of the tune, and even before, like back in the early days, I wasn't skilled enough to kind of figure out the chord changes, but if you play it enough, you start to figure out, oh, it's in this key, and okay, that's probably a 2/5, and you kind of work your way backwards. But this section is taking place over the end. Let's get a little bit of the language here. Sounds about right. I can't play it that fast on piano, but and he loves to do this wrap around like in closed tones here. And you begin to develop a familiarity, like, oh, that sounds like it's probably a 3/6-2/5, or that's a diminished scale. That's diminished. And then here's the part I want to show you. Okay, so that's the really fun moment. And if I play it on, I've been futzing around with the bari again. So pardon me, I'm not a bari player. So this takes place over the 2/5 at the end here. So this is concert key, all right? And this is what's going on. So at the bottom, I have the 2/5, all right? And it's a little bit different. It's not a 2/5, well, it's not a minor 2, it's a dominant 2. It's a 5 of 5, or 2 dominant. 5 of 5 of 1. See that? It's a secondary dominant. And it's a real common sound that you hear all the time in jazz. Once you kind of get your ear attuned to it, you notice it. But this idea that he's playing is something, God, I use this so much, and who knows where I originally got it from. This concept, I'm gonna have to put the bari down to point. Hi. Okay, hello? Yeah, you just dropped out. 20 minutes, okay? Okay, that you're picking up or that I need to pick up? Okay. We can get it. Okay. Okay, bye. There's the chord that is. This is the actual chord of the song. And then here's what he's playing, and it's if you spell out an F7 chord or an F9, that you see why I've written it. Ba ba da dee da 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 triplet da da. This real kind of like common phrase. And then what's cool is how he does it. He kind of goes down. I mean, he does go down a half step, thus producing sort of a tritone sub sound. You know, so like this, he's basically playing E7 over the B flat 7, but he doesn't exactly mirror the same shape. He doesn't go like this. Although he could, and that you could, that would work just fine, but he twists it a little bit, so we get this. Sound of sharp 9, flat 9, and then 5, 3, 4, 2, 3. It's really, really nice ending. I mean, Hank Mobley's playing is just a great place to go for stellar and accurate jazz vocabulary. But this is the kind of thing that I turn it into in my mind, so that I'm not linked to, it's not about the notes on the page exactly like how they're written. I want it in my mind. I would advise you want it in your mind too. That's the best way that you have to then kind of take ownership of it. I totally lost my train of thought. Oh, okay. So basically just, thinking of these shapes, right? So having these shapes in mind, I don't know, this is kind of more of how I'm thinking of it rather than if it was on staff paper or something that way. And actually, in a little bit, almost just the way that it looks on the piano. Sorry, this reed is way too soft for me. I'm still getting used to this thing. Another takeaway from this, when I discover things like this, especially early days, I was like, oh my gosh, okay, so really that segment of notes is actually this. So I can kind of create a little formula. Oh, when I see a dominant 7th chord, I can always go up to the 3rd and treat it like a half diminished chord from there, and I get that sound, which gives me the sound of the natural 9th of the chord. And then this tritone subversion is just the same thing down a half step. You get this A flat, half diminished here, A flat minor, 7 flat 5. But now instead of being built off of the 3rd of the chord, it's built off the what? It's built off the dominant 7th. So when you build the half diminished chord off the dominant 7th, you get built in the flat 7 and the 3rd, these important notes for voice leading. But you also get the flat 9 and the flat 13, and it's baked in. And then the way Hank's doing it, he goes up here to the C sharp and thus gives you the sharp 9. So it's just like beautiful architecture. And then you get this half step resolution coming back down into the 5th of the final chord there. It's just gorgeous. It's really, when you really kind of appreciate it at this level, it's architecture, it's musical architecture. So anyway, that's that part. Now let's listen to the track a little bit. I'll talk about some more of the things. One of them, I told you I would tell you some stuff I don't love. And as much as I love Hank's playing, there's parts about it that when I listen to it, I go, man, I really love this. Don't love that part so much. And that's okay in my book. All right, so we'll go back to the beginning. It's so swinging. Great break right there. Should have been a steal that all day long. We're in E flat. The whole song basically is. Sorry. Let's play the song. Here's where it starts for me. He gets a little tonguey, a little bit too much articulation for my taste. It makes the time feel a little which I don't love. And I have a counter example of that. Stick with me. Woo, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Great. Steal that. It's so weird to do this on an E flat instrument. Okay, so in a moment like that, just that little piece, I go, all right, well, we're in E flat, C. And what's the construction here? He starts on the 5 and this lick goes 5, 1, 3, but there's a little bluesy grace note into the 3. You know, you start to build a catalog of these little moments, and it's like a notebook in your mind of these ideas. And if you think about them this way, I find if I think about them this way, they stick around a lot longer. I'm able to deploy them. So I could be in another key and I can remember this sound of, oh yeah, if I want that sound, I start on the 5 and I go 5, 1, 3, and there's a little grace note before the 3. So let me go to another key. Another key where the key is not sticking. How about another one? Let's keep listening. Right there. I don't love that part. Listen to this again. Right there. It's a little like he's falling all over himself. Again, I mean this with love and reverence. Of course, Hank Mobley, look, of course I love the dude. I made an album called A Message to Mobley. I don't know where it is, but I did, you know what? It's in here somewhere. I can't find it right now, but I have an album called A Message for Mobley or A Message to Mobley. I don't know where it is. I'll find it later. But, I also have a new album called Eddie Told Me So. This one is kind of in homage to Eddie Harris. Come on, focus. This one is about Eddie Harris. It's not about Eddie. It's about the Eddie Harris stuff that influenced me. I did the same thing with Hank Mobley. All to say, that's how much reverence I have for Hank Mobley. But I want to encourage, it's okay to like parts of somebody's playing and other parts don't speak to you as much. So this moment for me is a valuable learning moment. When I hear that, I can go, yeah, I don't like that. I would do it differently. I want to do that differently. Again, more to share on that. Just listen. I got to go get my kids soon. There it is. That's where they trip. That's where he trips. Okay. There it is again. Doing it again. He loves that quote. He does that on either Dig Dis or This I Dig of You. This little thing that he just played. It's on this album somewhere. Maybe it's even on Remember. Right there. You could get that. Figure that out. What he's doing with those thirds, those patterns there. Extract that. Again, you extract that, make a little note of it, and that becomes part of something you're shedding, and it's just fun that way. I just also want to call your attention to Art Blakey's snare hit. Listen to the drums in this, like up close in headphones. Man, they did this at Van Gelder's studio, and it's like the room sound on the drums is really cool. I love it. Huh, right there. Listen to how he's hitting the snare. Here it is. Okay. Now Freddie. Right away you hear it. Do you hear it? The difference? Versus Hank's time feel? Freddie's time feel has much more of a even, straight eighth quality about it. It's totally swinging, but it's more straight than it's not ba-da 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 ba-da. This is one of the biggest things. I could do a lot of videos on this, I'm sure. When I visit a school, and you know, high schoolers especially, but middle schoolers just getting started, college students, anybody, when their time is off, it's because it's too often, in my opinion, it's because the swing is kada 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 kada. You listen to somebody like Freddie or Sonny Rollins, you're gonna get a different opinion on that. Freddie's very meticulously kind of straight edge with the playing, with the eighth note specifically. It's so clean. Let's keep listening. Listen to that part right there. Booty ooda. Ah. No. Right there, you hear that? It's more like, instead of there, I'm tonguing like all the time. But now if I kind of adopt more of what I hear in Freddie's playing, I'm tonguing far less, and I'm thinking more like straight eighth notes, a little bit more like behind the beat. I'm coming. Okay, 12 minutes ago. I gotta wrap this up. Ah! Okay, I gotta split. Listen to the rest. This is such a great record. Roll call. This song is Take Your Pick. And I hope that was, I hope that just is encouraging you to, well, just go to the music. The music has all of the answers, you know what I mean?